Okay, hello and welcome everyone to the second Badlands presidential debate this October. So
Woo!
here with me today we have one very exciting candidate and a rather
Me.
sleepy candidate who's still
Yeah,
in
one
bed.
kind of low energy.
So
Okay,
we kind
I'm
of
in bed,
felt
but I'm not sleepy.
sorry for Sleepy Tommy, so
Sure.
we decided to let him have the first statement.
And
Tommy, do you want to introduce
I just want to say we actually let Tommy have a whole minute in the last debate. They did nothing with it. So let's see if we have silence again. Everybody,
It was very sad.
mute your mic respectfully, please. Thank you.
All right, Tommy, you're going to have the first statement. Tell us who you are and what you want. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay, so I actually have a speech that I prepared. I was up late working on this. So yeah, I will start. I will start right now.
Tommy,
Alex, is that
somebody
you right
left.
here?
It looks like you're losing viewers already. This is
No,
pretty
no,
sad.
let's
That's okay.
let him go, Nev. Okay, really.
Okay, here I go. 7 months ago, our parents brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all people are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives here, that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But, in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. Brave people living and dead, who struggled here, who consecrated it. Far above our poor power to add or detract, the world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living.
Wait a second. I think the Holy Wizard is actually Tommy's
I'm still
account on
going.
YouTube.
I'm still going.
I think that's sorry.
It is for us, the
I just
living,
uncovered a plot.
rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought have thus far so nobly advanced.
You wrote this?
It is rather for us to be.
Can I
here
see your notes
dedicated
for
to
this?
great
Like the
task
original
remaining before us.
handwritten version you did of this?
That 1 second, I'm not done.
Okay.
That from these honored dead we take increased
Which
devotion.
honored dead? Who's
to that
died in the
cause.
Badlands, Tommy?
I'm not
Who are
going to
you
talk
honoring?
about it right now. I'm still going. For which they gave
Are you?
the last full measure of devotion.
What's
that
that?
we here highly resolve that these dead shall not die in vain, that this great nation, under Allah, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of people, by the people,
Yeah, we're down to
and
0
for the
viewers on the
people, shall
YouTube,
not
Tommy.
perish from this earth. Thank you. I'm finished.
Okay.
No, it's
You
about
really are
time.
finished, and I'm glad that you're finished. Yeah, so that was the Gettysburg Address. We just had a quick fact check from Chelsea. Thanks, Chelsea, on the
That's not
fact.
true.
Well,
That's not true.
are you trying to deny the
Stop.
epic fact check of Chelsea Beckerman?
That is exactly what I'm trying to do.
Tommy, can I tell you
Can
something?
we get yo Nevi Pooh? Can we get Wilbur to fact check this? Get a Wilbur
Of
fact.
course, Wilbur is probably watching this. I've told him
I'm
to.
gonna
I
get
told him I'd
someone
fire
to
him if he
fact
did.
check
Tommy!
this too. I'm
Tommy,
gonna
I
get
told him
someone
I-
to fact check.
Tommy, you interrupted me.
Tommy here.
All right, so
Come on,
I
Tom.
told him I'd fire him. So yeah, I'll get
enough.
Wilbur on the case.
Stop telling
Wilbur,
him,
get on the
man.
case.
All right, so
Excuse me. Do not tell me what to do.
I want to do my introduction here.
Tommy,
Go
have
ahead,
you
man.
I know
heard
that
anything about
Alex, please.
everything
Alex, I want to say, I'm not going to yell at you. I respect your opinion. You're a Badlander. So what do you want to say? I know my introduction time is very important to me, and I don't have very much of it, but I'm going to be giving it to you, Alex. You have the floor. What do you want to know from me? Ask me a question, Alex.
I was just asking Tommy something. I was saying, Tommy, have you ever thought of anything original? Like
That's a
genre,
good question. And, just because it's my time, I'm going to answer it for Tommy. And I think I'm going to do a better job answering than Tommy could. No, Tommy has not thought of anything original. In fact, as far as our most recent fact checks are concerned, that was the Gettysburg Address from President Obama. Or I forget, we don't know who it's from.
Actually,
Isn't the
that's
Gettysburg Address
due
from like
by our
freaking
very own
Abraham
thread. It
Lincoln
is
or some
not.
shit?
Is it George Washington?
No.
I thought it
Besides
was
the
from
point.
Tommy Hilfiger.
No, it's
The fact is,
completely
the words you're hearing from my mouth came from my mouth, came from my soul, came from my dragon heart, and you know that. And that's why I think I should be your Badlands president, because I have a personality. Do you want your Badlands to be nothing but a shell?
Tommy, I can literally hear you reading that entire speech on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I was not using Wikipedia.
You're using Googly.com. Anyway, Nevi Poo, it's you got time for you to ask us some questions here.
Okay, so we'll start with some questions right now.
Good idea.
So we'll start with a big one for Tommy. So right now, Tommy, the CCP has seen record levels of support while the FPB has been stagnating. Do you care to explain why that is?
I would actually like to debunk
What?
these claims. Yeah,
What
it's
report?
completely
What
false,
report?
you
What
know?
report?
It's a
Um,
question, Tommy.
Yeah,
It's a question.
Tommy.
The-
Easy question.
Yeah, and I'm
Not
answering-
hard.
Norm, I'd like to speak here. Thank you, Norm.
You would like to speak, or
we
you're
actually-
going to speak?
That's enough. The FBP actually has a very exciting announcement. We have declared that 8928, otherwise known as Milky, has been elected by us as the chair of.
Who is
Who?
this?
The chairman.
They're
Who is
Gen-
this?
Very Gen 8. Nothing they say
So
is
you
important.
so you elected a nobody to a nobody seat. All right, big deal. Who cares?
Okay, now
That's the big news,
we
Tommy?
care,
Really?
Norm. The Badlands cares.
Tommy.
Who
He's a brain.
who in the Badlands cat?
Tommy, you're so irrelevant. A Gen 8's running your campaign.
Don't start.
That's
I'm not
pretty
gonna. I'm not.
sad.
Okay, I'll say this. I will say this, and I know this wasn't asked me, but I want to make this clear. I'm not gonna support the Gen v Gen racism. I think that we should get over our generational differences and accept that, you know, the fact that we come from different generations of Badland isn't something to hold against each other. It's something to glorify and to respect, because we all have a little different something to bring. You know, we all have different peak memories that we can bring in a conversation. So I say respect the different generations. I'm sorry, Tommy. Is my activism boring you? Are you bored by progressivism,
You're just-
Tommy?
Put me to sleep, Norm.
It seems like it doesn't seem hard to do.
Tommy, is it true you commit tax evasion?
Tommy, is it true you're narcoleptic?
Tommy, is it true
Oh.
you've never paid taxes?
What?
Tommy, is it true you can't answer questions?
I can answer questions.
Prove
Oh,
it.
yes, of different states.
Prove it.
Nev, ask a good question for Tommy, an easy one.
All right, Tommy, listen here now. This is a big question. Why are you
Yeah,
so
I'm ready.
ugly?
Well, I would like to answer that with a question.
Wait, we're not the ones
Why are
yawning.
you so
Tommy's the
ugly?
one who's yawning.
Brain good.
Tommy,
Come on, buddy.
I answered it.
Huh?
Hey, come on, Tommy, answer the question.
That's, you know, throwing
Oh,
it back
I
isn't
answered that
answering the question. Answer the
Tommy,
question.
I answered the question. I answered the question with Neville.
Tommy,
What did you answer the
Tommy
question?
dodged the question. That's what Tommy did. Tommy didn't answer
Yeah.
any
I-
questions.
Typical
I answered
Tommy.
the question with
Typical
the
Tommy
question, and now
Two-Face.
Neville is dodging
Now,
the question.
Nev, let's show this. You asked me. How can the presenter dodge a question? Nev, you asked me a question.
Tommy, stop being rude.
Yeah, please. Now, if you ask me a question, we'll show Tommy how it's done. All right? Can we do that?
All right, no.
Sure.
So is it true that you have met Joe Biden? Tommy, stop being
Yeah,
rude.
stop doing
honestly.
that.
Well, I'm
That's
sorry,
weird.
I'm exhausted. You're putting me to sleep.
I love the ASMR effect you have, spiritual nubile. Can I say you have a beautiful voice?
Where is that?
You.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that where?
Hail.
That
Wow,
brings
boy,
a very
why
good
is
question
that
to mind here, Norm.
Hmm?
So,
Why?
what will you do to revolutionize ASMR in the Badlands?
That's a good question. So we have an
Yes.
we have an autism stimming safe place. We're going to be having the gender fluid water park. We will also be presenting a 24-hour ASMR sleeping chat where everybody will
Whoa.
be able to sleep in the chat room together, making just nasally noises, some snoring. It would be great for
Whoa.
Tommy. I think Tommy would love it, honestly.
He'll be in there. every
And
day.
honestly, this is going to be
That makes sense.
you know, this is going to be my respect because obviously we're going to beat Tommy, but I don't want to be awful to the guy. I want to give Tommy a position in my cabinet. So we will officially be putting Tommy in charge of nap times in the Badlands. And he'll be able
Yeah.
to organize
That's
that, have the
actually,
ASMR nap
quite an
time.
honor.
Distributing juice boxes too.
Yes, Tommy, you are going to have the biggest responsibility. You're going to have to make sure everybody gets the right juice box. If they ask for grape, they get grape.
Yeah.
No fuck-ups,
Thank you,
Tommy.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, don't
I've-
fuck it
I've
up,
also-
Tommy.
I'm glad you're accepting your
Tommy.
loss. Thank you. You could just, you know, you could
have
just
a,
drop
uh,
out right now, Tommy.
I could-
Yeah, it's not
a
too late.
Good idea. I'm not going to do that,
Be
actually.
Orlando, it won't be much competition.
Wait, Orlando's ready? Who's Orlando?
I don't remember who that is, Norm. To be honest with you, I remember an all loser guy. That might be the same person.
Or loser? I've heard of or loser. So you talking about?
Yeah, I got a big question for Tommy now. So Tommy,
Oh, I'm ready.
you claim to be vegan, correct?
Yes.
So why is it then that BIA agents caught you eating a beef burger a few days ago?
WTFFF.
May I see the evidence?
please.
Well,
Wait, I want to say just to answer 8928's question. I already did promise that there was going to be a. Great. I already did promise there's going to be a monitored meme zone that will be introduced to the Badlands. So that was already something that was promised during the last debate, buddy.
You stole that idea from me.
Did not. The person who
No, you
suggested
did.
the idea was a very nice Badlander, name of Theodore or something like that. You know what I'm talking about now. What's this guy's name?
Thurman Merman.
Thurman Dorman? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So, Nev, Tommy, stop trying
it
to
was,
steal ideas from
My
Badlanders.
idea first, and then, mine will just be better than yours. I can promise that.
Okay.
So I don't even know why you're proposing this idea when you know that mine will just be so much better.
I already proposed it during the last debate, Tommy.
I also
Tommy Thief here.
proposed it during the last debate.
Of course you
were
did,
probably
because
speaking
of
over
course
me.
you proposed during the last debate. You proposed everything I proposed about a minute after I did it.
No, I did it at first. You're just speaking over me, so no one could hear me.
Okay, whatever
Tommy,
you
can
want
you stop
lies
interrupting
you want
now,
to try to
please?
sell right now, Tommy.
Do you think that talking louder is winning an argument?
Am I talking louder than you?
Yes.
Yes.
I did not notice. I'm sorry that you're being very ableist. Not everybody has the same hearing acuity that you do, buddy boy.
Yes, and not everyone has the same voice level that you do. So you have
It's-
to,
I also
account
have
for
issues
that.
with volume.
Exactly. People with volume issues need to be respected. Thank you, Nubia Libby Spiritual.
I think that.
Oh, we have a question. We got a question from All Pro in the chat room. They ask for both candidates, so I'll answer it first, and we can have Tommy Two-Face answer it. They ask for the candidates if you could say one thing to Senator Joe Max Manchin right now, what would it be and why? You know what I'd say to Joe? I said, Joe, you need to listen to the Gale commandments. You need to see the way, the truth, and the light. You need to go for one walk a day for at least 12 minutes of sun time. Don't look into the sun too long, but if you got sunglasses, you can kind of do a little peek at it, and you're going to be all right. That's what I'll say to fucking Joe Manchin, and they better listen to it. Goddamn straight. Tommy?
Yes, and I would say, what's going on, man? Come on, man. Get it together. You just got to get it together. That's what I'd say.
You stole that from Joe Biden.
No, I did not.
Wow.
Kind of did.
Wow. That's. How can you steal from Joe Biden?
Sad,
Tommy, explain
honestly.
yourself.
We have a question in the chat from Star Loca.
No, we don't.
What will be done about hate cats in the Badlands?
Okay, I'll answer that question. To be
Please
honest with you, Star Loca, I think there's been there's been too much hate for the hate cats. We need to find a hate cat safe place where hate cats can express themselves. And I think maybe we could find a way to turn them from hate cats to love cats, if you know what I mean. We got to change the attitude of the cats, because right now the cats got claws. I saw a video you sent Star that really spooked me the F out. It was of one of them cats, and it went for a little bite. And I thought, oh my God, this thing's going right for my fucking jugular. I'm going to die. And I was terrified for about a minute or so. But I wasn't hating that cat, but I was scared of it. And I think that's what we need to change. We need to have the Badlanders not be afraid of these hate cats. We need to turn these hate cats into love cats. And let's hear Tommy
And
plagiarize my
what
answer.
I would say, no, actually, it sounds like a lot like what I proposed like 3 days ago, probably. I would say that they're not hate cats. They're silly cats. And we need to let people express themselves with these silly cats. So I
Tommy,
propose
were you
a
not there for the hate
complete
cat plague?
unban.
Did you not have to
As I
deal
was
with
saying,
that?
Neville, please let me finish. As I was saying,
These are the big questions, Tommy. You're not
so
addressing
as I
them.
was saying, I think we should just let people express themselves with these silly cats. A complete unban of silly cats is the best way to go. So that's my answer.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tommy. Don't know where I heard that one before.
We
Anyway,
have a few questions in the chat
from
room.
Amelia.
Amelia Croft
Yeah, I
asks
said it 3
question.
days ago.
Question for the Tommy. All right, Amelia Croft asks. Tommy.
No.
All right. Tommy.
No.
All right.
All right, Amelia Croft.
I want
asks
to make
question-
it. I want to make a note here for the audience. I respect your time. I value your time, and I don't want to waste your time like Tommy does. So I
You
don't.
didn't value my time last debate.
Tommy, I gave you a whole minute, and you did shit with it. So yeah, I did value your time, but I valued it too highly. I thought it was worth something. It was worth nothing.
I was taking a moment of silence to account for all that time you stole from me earlier in the That's what I was doing.
Okay.
I'm going to get to the next question now.
Thank
So Amelia Croft asks, question for the candidates. Why am I so pretty?
I gotta say, because you're my first person, my first plutonic person. That's why you're so pretty. And you're pretty because you're funny. You're pretty because you're smart. You're pretty because you're powerful. You're pretty because you got that pussy power that goes for an hour, goes for as long as you need to. And I respect you for that, Amelia. Big ups, big loves to Amelia. Thank you.
No, what
Thank you, Noel.
I would say in response to that is we really don't need to be focusing on the beauty of people. It's very stigmatizing and discriminatory to other people. You know, we need to look at other things rather than just what's on the outside.
Sounds like somebody's following the Trump technique here. One of my lead fact checkers, Tommy, is saying you're using Trump strategies. Is that true, Tommy? What are your replies to those accusations?
My replies is they're completely false.
That's a Trump tactic too, to call accusations false. I respect all women.
Oh, I have
Okay.
a
So do
question
I.
here from a member of the chat room, and I mean a big question.
Mm-hmm.
So Caps asks, what will we do to make the Badlands more welcoming to people of weight?
We are going to be adding in ramps all throughout the Badlands, as well as scooter access and mobility device access to the Badlands. That's going to be just one of a number of features. We will also be adding a food pornography chat room. This is not for real pornography. This is for cool pictures of food, big cheesecake, shit like that. And I think that will sort of help get people inspired, get people eating, get people up to a healthy weight, to a girthy size, to the point that they need to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Dom.
What was the question? I forgot.
Wow.
It's all you need. All you need to know about Tommy. Tommy does not care about you enough to listen to your questions, Badlanders.
And Tommy
that.
says that
I
you
was
have
listening.
Alzheimer's.
I just forgot.
Wow. I mean, I think we know who has dementia now.
It seems.
Whoa.
All
okay,
right. Well,
that's
I'm
a
going to
pretty
ask. I'm
serious
going to ask.
accusation.
Well, I mean, you said that Norm had it, and Norm is
I think Norm
bold enough
does
to
have
remember the
dementia.
question. I mean, Norm's not forgetting questions, Tommy.
What was the question, Tommy?
I don't know.
Do you really
What
not
was
know?
the question, Neville?
You really don't know the
the
question?
What was the question?
I'll repeat because Tommy's a little forgetful. Tommy, what will you do to make the Badlands more welcoming to people of weight?
Oh, okay. So, really, all my candidacy, is all about letting the Badlanders have their freedom, and that means all Badlanders. It doesn't matter your weight.
We
So
want
people of
specific
weight-
answers, Tommy. Specific
That's what I'm saying.
answers. Specificity,
Please,
Tommy.
Please, Norm, please.
Tommy
I'm trying to
Tiptoe.
speak.
We got Tommy Tiptoe in the chat room. Tommy tiptoeing
Okay,
around
Norm.
the fucking question, Tommy. Answer the fucking question. Answer
Norm.
his ass, asshole.
You're getting me riled up, Norm.
You want to see? You want to fucking go, buddy? You want to see me throw these hands?
Boring.
I don't know, Norm. You're really pushing it right now.
Okay, well, I want to hear some fucking action. I want you answering some fucking questions directly.
So as I was saying before, I was so rudely
Tommy.
interrupted. We're really gonna just open up the Badlands to everyone, so it doesn't matter your weight. You're welcome in the Badlands. We're really gonna make sure people of weight have abilities to speak in all channels.
Are you an
and-
NRA
and our-
operative, Tommy? Yes or no?
Wow.
no, as I was saying,
Okay.
Speed up, Tommy.
as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by two individuals here.
Speed
We're
up.
really gonna make sure that these people can chat without
These
being
people.
harassed,
That's a little
discriminated
racist, don't you
against.
think?
Norm,
Did you really just say
Norm,
these
please-
people?
Please, Norm.
Please
as I was
what?
saying-
Please ignore your injustices, Tommy? I won't do
Tommy,
that, Tommy.
Norm.
I'm
I
going
was being so polite, and you just keep shutting me down.
You're not.
you know?
You're being a
Tommy, can you
polite
just answer the
racist.
question, please?
Please,
Honestly,
Tommy.
you just keep dodging the questions. Just
Come
answer them.
Come
Tommy.
on, Tommy
Answer the
Tiptoe.
question.
Get to it.
I did answer the question. I felt like
All
I
right,
gave
well,
a very
I mean,
very
it
nice
was
answer.
pretty bad. I'm going to move on to the next question here.
Thanks.
So
Okay, let's do
Bishop asks, what do you think the current state of the Badlands is, and how do you plan on improving it?
All right, I
Who's
will
that
go
going
first.
to? Okay, you want to go?
I'm going first.
All right, Tommy. Waste of time.
So, yeah. Thank you.
if anybody has to
answer
go,
this question, Tommy?
if anybody has to go, I'm gonna go take a piss. Actually,
Yeah, go ahead. So I feel like the current state of the Badlands, we're really struggling right now.
Tommy,
this,
have you seen the record high
social-
rates of
this-
healing and winning?
I haven't, and that's the problem.
I
You know,
can send you the graphs, Tommy.
We got these social credit scores that just aren't helping, and we got the CCP just taking everything down. Not allowing some freedom of expression.
You say that
So
you
we're
don't
really
like
gonna-
the social credit score, but yet you still follow this system, Tommy. Are you a sheep
No.
or are you the shepherd, Tommy? Because the Badlanders need a fucking shepherd, and that's what I am. You're a sheep, Tommy, and admit it. Just admit it.
really
You have
don't
a
think you're
social
a
credit
shepherd.
score.
No,
I do
no.
not, Tommy.
I don't like it.
You
I've
don't like it, but you're not willing to
That's
take a
tough.
stand for what you believe, Tommy. That's sad.
That's
Oh,
because
but-
Tommy doesn't believe anything. He's a typical.
I-
He's a
politician.
two-faced Tommy. That's why he's a two-faced
Yes,
Tommy.
I
Doesn't
know
believe
that.
anything, Tommy.
Very
All right,
sad.
Norm.
Sad.
Norm, thank you, Norm. So as I was saying
Sad.
before, I was so rudely interrupted multiple times.
You've been
by
interrupting Norm all
these-
debate.
I'm not sure I have. That's the problem. So
You keep
what I
falling
was saying,
asleep.
Yeah, you've been interrupting me.
okay, I only fell asleep once. Okay, you can't blame me for that. You were being really boring.
I don't know. I heard snoring a few times.
Yeah, I know. It was just
Okay, could
really
you just
boring.
answer the question?
We got a
Please.
question from the Amelia chat
yeah.
room. They say, "Why is Tommy so boring?"
They must be talking about you, Norm, because I got
My
the
name's
audience
not Tommy,
going
is it?
here.
Do you not even know?
No, but they must have misspelled it. Or
You know
maybe
my
you
name
have-
is Norm. I don't even know your name. You'd have to tell me
I
your name,
think
buddy.
you do know my name.
Tommy, if you
I know,
direct
I
your
think you know
attention
my
to the
name.
hang zone, you'll see the graph of winning there, which disproves your point.
Winnings went up in the days.
You
Everybody
use
can
a
see
ruler
that.
for that
Speak for
graph.
yourself.
Your graph lacks a
First
ruler,
off,
and I think
rulers
that's a big issue.
rulers are a Western creation and they are fascist.
No.
Everybody knows that.
Are you being ableist, Tommy?
Exactly.
No, I
Don't be an
think you
ableist,
need to
Tommy.
use a ruler because what we're really seeing here, and you didn't label your axes with units either, so this is a big issue. So I don't
Well,
really
I
even
mean,
know.
winning
what
is measured in
graph
winning.
is.
That's the
Yeah,
unit.
the winning,
it's not. You got
It's
You have to
winning.
measure winning with something else.
It's win per ring.
That's an issue.
Winning
here,
in days.
Neville.
Tommy, wait, Tommy, can you tell me what do you know about winning? Because Neville's won the Badlands elections 2 times. How
Yeah.
many times have you run? How many times have you run?
That's a great.
How many
question,
times have you
actually. So,
won?
if I recall, I dropped out to support Norman or Neville. I keep getting you two mixed up because both of you just put me to sleep. But anyways, I dropped out to support Neville. And
You know why you made that deal, Tommy? You know
happened-
why you made that deal? Because you knew
So
you would.
someone
No,
could
let me
win.
explain it.
You know,
why you
we
made that deal,
needed
Tommy?
Neville or I to
Because
win,
you
and
because you
no,
knew you
I
were gonna
don't think
lose.
you should be
Because you knew you were gonna lose, and you wanted to have something on Neville. You
Yeah.
wanted to make a deal. You're a two-faced
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't make any deals
No.
for votes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we've got a really good
I
question
think
here
so.
from Bishop again. Bishop asks, "What are your thoughts on white people?"
Good question.
Ooh, that's a
Good question.
Who's going first?
You go first.
Okay, I think what I promised to my my fellow Badlanders in the FBP is that we're really gonna give people, the Badlanders, the freedom to exist in the Badlands without this oppression.
The question wasn't about the
CCP.
Badlanders of freedom. It was about white
Hey.
people. They just,
I'm getting there.
we'll get there quicker because you've
Whoa,
already
are
said
you
all
saying
this
you're
before.
Batman now, Tommy?
You've said all these words before, Tommy. We've heard them a million times. They're not even your words in the first place.
Uh-huh.
So just
Uh-huh.
get
They-
to it
they are my
already.
words. They came from my mouth. So, anyways,
No,
what I
but
was
not from
saying-
your brain.
No, they did. I think there's a brain in there. I think. So, anyways,
Poop
As I was
usually
saying-
comes from your backside, Tommy.
So I tell you that.
as I was saying, we're really going to open it up and allow people to just interact with one another. But we still do need to
I support
acknowledge,
Garfield.
anyways, we still do need to acknowledge these certain privileges that certain individuals have, and we really need to act on that and allow these discriminated against individuals have the floor and let them do their thing. We really can't allow them to be silenced, and I think that's what we're gonna work towards. But we're also gonna make sure, these Badlanders, they can exist. Okay, that's clearly an imitation of what I was doing like 3 minutes ago. Anyway,
What were you saying?
Norm,
We'll see.
no, I'm done. Norm can go.
Oh, it's about time.
Okay.
Go ahead, Norm.
How am I going to be dealing with the issue of white guilt in the Badlands? It's a hard one to deal with. But
That's the question. Please answer it.
I'm kind of getting to it, Tommy. Thanks.
Well, you're taking a very long time.
Okay. Anyway, so the way I'm going to be dealing with this white guilt issue in the Badlands is going to be a very simple one. we are going to provide one-on-one time between POCs and non-POCs. Think of it as the Big Brother program, you know, where you get some sort of a big brother to sponsor a little brother. But this is with black people and white people. So basically we're going to get POCs to sponsor white peoples and teach them cultural things, watch what they say, make sure they're not saying anything hateful. This can also help humanize POCs for these people who may have never interacted with one in their life. I think that's one of the biggest issues. This is going to be another use for the verified POC role, as we're going to be able to group up verified POCs with unverified POCs and help them assist each other in taking the test.
Tommy, can you get a COVID test, please?
I already got one.
I don't think it's safe you being here coughing around people.
It's the tuberculosis.
Well, I don't have proof of that.
We're just attempting
It's
to.
tuberculosis.
Are you wearing your
It's
mask,
not
Tommy?
serious.
Please put your mask on.
Oh, I
Yes,
have
got three
a
on.
question.
What am I
here
star
from-
sign? That's a good question, Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia Croft asks, what are your star signs?
I'm a Libra with a Capricorn rising.
Oh.
So as a Libra, I'm the natural leader. I'm the natural judge. But as a Capricorn, I have that strong dragon energy that lets me really push through the competition and beat people like Tommy easily.
Very interesting. Amelia says, "Oh, I love Libras." Tommy, what's your star
Ooh.
sign?
Wow, that you were very quick on reading that.
Yeah, I'm really
I'm
quick.
actually-
I'm a great reader.
I'm a Scorpio. I don't know what that means. but
Oh,
that's just what
oh
they told me I am.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yikes! That's a yikes.com, everybody. Yikes.com.
Oh God, not a Scorpio.
Yikes!
Oh God, that's gross.
Yikes on bikes. All right, buddy.
So Amelia Croft says, "Ew." Very sad, Tommy. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Disgusting.
You
That
know,
is disgusting.
You know, I really think that's just a form of discrimination, and I think we need to stop that.
Do you think that because
I wasn't born.
a Scorpio
I didn't get to
man,
choose
immediate red
my,
flag, says
my
Chelsea.
time, you know?
VP
Yeah.
with me.
I mean,
Lay it
can we
down
really
with my
let
lady. Let's go for it, Chelsea.
Can we really let a Scorpio in the House of Color? I don't think so.
Don't think so either.
You know, I think we can. You know, I think we have to. We have to.
Of
have
course,
that
you would think that.
diversity.
That's such a Scorpio thing to say.
I don't know what that means.
We should maybe learn about it, buddy boy, because you're showing some real dark star signs.
You know what? I think this is just.
You need to drink. You need to fucking prepare some moon water, buddy. You need to prepare some moon water. Get some fucking sage. You need to cleanse your space, because right now your aura is coming across real awful, dog.
Dude, I drink so much moon water. You don't even know, like a lot.
You better show me a vial. Show me a moon water vial, or I don't believe you, buddy
I don't
boy.
have it. I don't have any right now. I'm all out. I gotta go to the moon water store.
You get it at
Yeah.
Tommy, you
I'll
don't
get
even
it
know
at
what
the
you're talking
store.
about. Tommy, come
Oh,
back
I
to me
do?
when you actually know what you're talking about. Okay.
We have
I
a
don't
couple
think
more
you know what
questions
you're
from
Thank
the
you.
chat room.
Yeah,
Here.
thank you.
So Amelia Croft asks, "What are your thoughts on the Twilight movies and rate my?"
I
makeup
will
today?"
be starring in the next Twilight movie. Thank you.
No way.
This is false because they actually told me I was starring in it. So
You're looking good,
was
Amelia.
lying to you.
All right, we'll pass the question on to Sleepy Tommy now. Sleepy Tommy, what are your thoughts on the Twilight movies? And Amelia asks to rate her makeup today.
Amelia, it looks fantastic. I'd say 10 out of 10. And as far as the Twilight movies go, Norm isn't actually starring in the next one. I am. My agent told me that like 3 months ago.
Well,
So,
I'm sorry to tell you
Norm,
this.
You've been replaced.
I'm sorry to tell you this,
You've
but
been replaced.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but your agent is actually a Jesuit whore.
You don't know my
Whoa.
agent, and that's frankly
That's a fact.
Not a very nice thing to say.
That is a fact.
that's
She is a
very-
Jesuit
Norm, that's a
spy,
very rude thing
and
to say.
she's a Jesuit spy, and she is a fucking clone, dog. You're talking to a clone,
No,
buddy.
No, Norm, that's a very inappropriate thing to say. You can't just say
Question
that,
for
you know,
Norm.
Okay?
Can you address the allegations that you are in Spider-Man No Way Home? Is that real? Does somebody think I'm in that? I don't. Is it like somebody looks like me in that?
It's possible.
Send me the photos, Dancing Pumpkin, now on Discord. I got to see this. Thank you.
Wow, I can't believe you're in a movie, Norm. That's incredible.
It's-
I don't think Tommy was ever in a
They
movie.
found me in Cyberpunk 2077.
It's funny, I was watching the Suicide Squad movie the other day, and
Sure.
there was a guy who looked exactly like you. Were you in the movie?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm in a lot of movies while I sleep. You know, I'm a sleepwalker.
Oh,
I have sleep jobs.
I don't think Tommy does anything productive when he sleeps.
Actually, I do a lot of productive things when I sleep. Actually,
What do
I'm
you do?
half
What do you
asleep-
do?
I'm sleeping right now, and I'm having this conversation. So, you got to get on my level here. I'm asleep right now.
I can tell.
Okay, I've got a question for both candidates.
Sure.
So, there's been a lot of talk now about who's people's favourite centrist is. So, my favourite centrist is Fidel Castro.
Sure.
Who's your favourite centrist?
Me. Thank you.
Well,
You know, that's actually really self-centered. I have to say Joe Biden. President.
oh, that's
Joe
a
Biden,
good
excuse
choice.
me.
Good choice.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Joe Biden's a Democrat, not a centrist.
That's actually very false, and you are being manipulated by the far-right media to think that. So,
Tommy,
you really need to get your facts straight.
you
here,
need
Tony.
to
You gotta
go
get
on
your facts straight.
Google.com or
You
right.
need to get your facts straight.
Go on Google.
okay? You
Fact
gotta get
check.
them
Fact
straight.
check. Can we get a factcheck.com on this guy?
I'm getting my
Wilbur.
fact checker in
Wilbur.
here.
Yeah,
got
I'll
my
get
fact
Wilbur
checker.
on
No,
the
no, no.
fact check. He'll be there
I
soon.
got
Hit him
Fred
with,
on
hit
it.
him with
Fred's on it.
Wilbur. Hit him hardcore. Hit him hardcore with a chainsaw. Beat their ass raw. Wilbur, you know how to do it.
Okay, I'll get Wilbur on that. I'll have an email soon.
Thank you. Next question. Now.
My fact checker just came back to me and said that I'm right. So
You have
I don't
those
know what to
now?
tell you. Yeah, I actually.
It
my
doesn't
vice
sound like you have a
president
fact checker. It
is
sounds like you have a yes
Fred.
man. If all they said was you
a
were right,
Fantastic fact checker. Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay, I just got an email with the early polls right now.
Yeah.
Norm, you're in the lead by 70%.
70%. Let's get that up to 100%. Let's piss on it.
70%.
Now let's piss on it. Okay.
I'm not sure where you're getting these polls because I got some like
These are from the viewers, Tommy.
6 hours ago. 6 hours ago, I'm up by like 35.
Tommy, if you have to, do you have to lie to yourself to be happy?
Oh, I am completely telling the truth right here. I think Neville is lying to you to give you a false sense of hope, when in reality, I am leading by so much, and you frankly stand no chance. I think it would be just wise that you concede to
Tommy,
me right now.
Are
I
you
will
ready
give you a
to?
position
Tommy,
in
are
my
you ready?
administration.
Tommy, are you ready for
can
the
be the bad
dogs?
man's janitor.
Tommy, are you ready? Are you ready for dogs to eat you in the streets?
No, my dogs are vegan.
You better
so
get
I
the
don't have to worry
fuck
about
ready,
that.
dog, because that's.
Oh, I have good news. We have Caspian, who's going to be doing real-time fact-checking during this debate.
Woo! Hit him hardcore. Thank you, Caspian.
And
Get us a new
Fred's also
question,
gonna be
please.
doing
It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay,
Thank
come
you,
in a little
Cass.
hot, Cass.
So I have a question for Tommy now. So Tommy, we've seen in the campaign, Vice President Chelsea has been doing some really good campaigning.
Yeah.
Yet your vice president is nowhere to be seen.
Who's Tommy's vice president? Does Tommy even have a vice president?
I really don't know. Who
So
is your
my
vice president? Could you explain?
is none other than our very favorite fact checker, Fred, and Fred's actually been doing
Who?
a wonderful, terrific
Where?
job.
Is that
behind
the guy
scenes.
with the squeaky voice from YouTube?
No, Fred.
Oh, is
You
that
know
what?
Fred.
That's the guy. Like, hi, mom, it's Fred. That guy,
You have him
Are
as
you
your
sure?
vice president?
the one with the
Are
movie,
you sure
the
you
movie guy.
mentioned it? Because you seem to have forgotten everything.
Watch
See,
out,
this
like
is the person you
I've seen the Fred
someone with
movie.
dementia.
Oh,
So,
Fred.
and as I was
Have you
saying,
not seen the Fred
actually
movie?
did a terrific
My favorite
job.
one's the third
Um,
one, where he gets buried in the sand. I think that's a very great scene. Very dynamic.
Very impactful.
It is.
Norm, what are you talking about? Are you lost?
Have you not seen the
Norm.
Fred? Have you not seen Fred 3? With the epic journey
I
where
have
they have
not.
to get back home. You're missing out on some of Fred's best work.
Is that like Shrek 3? Are they similar movies?
I don't follow now.
Okay, then I'm not sure what you're talking about. Frankly, I think it's just your dementia.
Like somebody clearly hasn't seen Fred 3 because they would understand perfectly.
I have a fact check on the Northwest Dementia claim that came back as false.
Thank you, Cass.
Thank you, Caspian.
I'll get a fact checker in here, a better fact checker in here, just to correct that. We just need to make sure.
He's fine.
Well, I mean, if you can get one, Tommy, I don't think you can, though. You're too low energy. to
Yeah,
make a
kind of
fact
low energy to get anybody. Yeah, Fred
I'm
wouldn't
not
even
really
show
good
up for
energy.
you.
I like to fact
I'm
check that
sleeping
claim
right
that
now.
Tommy's
If I
full
wake up,
energy.
like
Yeah,
I'm
can-
off the charts with my energy.
It's
I
come
have
back.
a
It's true.
question now
Oh my
for,
god.
For Tommy. Tommy, many people have compared you to the Jeb Bush of the Badlands. What do you have to say to that?
I frankly think I'm the Joe Biden of the Badlands, and all my supporters think that too. You know, Jeb Bush. I think.
So
that's
wait, when you
more-
say all your supporters, are you just talking about yourself?
that's funny. No, actually,
Is it
we've got
funny
a
because
really
it's
strong
true?
movement.
Because that's why it's funny to me.
No, No, Norm, it's not true. I'm telling you right now. We've got like the numbers. We were off the charts. Frankly,
Tommy,
Neville
we took a
Brooks-
picture at one of your rallies.
You're right.
I'll send
You're
it
right.
to you.
Tom, no. Tommy is right about one thing. He's off the charts. He's not even on the charts. Zero isn't on the charts.
No,
I
off the
need
charts.
to confess something.
I'm way up there.
What's
I've
that,
got
Mary
worse
Berry?
than
I
are
also
on the
attend
planet.
Tommy rallies just because the food court is always full, and I
Oh,
always
yep.
the food.
You
I
can
can
you can
confirm
roll
you
on
have
in and get a
never
bunch of
been to one
vegan
of my
dogs.
I can confirm that. Like,
Uh,
fact check
Tommy, if you check the hang zone, that was a picture taken at one of your rallies. Can you explain that?
that's doctored. I mean, that's poor effort.
Cass,
right?
can we get a fact check on that, please?
We support doctors and nurses.
Yeah, well,
Thank
I'm
you.
working on the
Yeah.
picture now.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
legit
doctored.
picture.
That's
Thank you,
sorry,
Caps.
Neville. You gotta put some more effort in.
We
there. I don't know
support
what you're doing.
doctors and
We're
lawyers.
doing the fact check on it right now.
The fact check on the vegan hot dogs claim, or the fact check on Tommy.
Can we get a 2-for-1 special at Arby's, please, Cass?
Yeah.
The photo of Tommy speaking to no one was actually a sound check.
Okay.
So it needs context. So it's true, but it's misleading.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
As for the vegan dogs, it also needs context. The hot dogs themselves were vegan, but the bread may or may not have had milk in it.
Oh, did you
Oh
eat the
my.
bread? Did you eat the bread, Barry?
It is unconfirmed.
Are you saying the bread might have been non-vegan?
We didn't actually serve hot dogs.
Wow.
See, you weren't at the
Tommy,
rally.
did you
We
try and
served-
poison your guests?
I think I'm
No,
gonna
we
vomit.
served 100% organic garden burgers, and we didn't
Tommy,
even.
was
use
that your
them.
bedtime alarm just then?
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah,
guys, Tommy has to go. Bedtime.
I heard that. I wasn't sure where that was coming from. But,
Sound like it was
remember,
coming from
I'm
you.
I'm asleep right now. I'm asleep, and I'm still doing this debate. So I'm like.
So is that what you're telling? Is that what you're telling your mom when she comes in and asks?
Norm, can you debate while you're sleeping? Because I don't think you can. I can do that. You can't.
Well,
Okay.
believe it or not, I am I debating well now because I'm kind of going up against you half asleep. I mean, you just kind of do that to me, Tommy. To be honest with you.
But I'm fully asleep, and I'm destroying you in this debate. Like, it's not even close.
You're fully asleep and delusional. Is what the reality is, Tom. I'm sorry to
No,
be the one
I'm,
to tell you that.
I'm not delusional.
Evan asks, will you
the
make
one
the Trump
dementia,
virus
Norm.
vaccine
You have
mandatory?
dementia.
Yes, we will have a vaccine passport in the Badlands. Thank you, Evans.
Woohoo!
Norm,
All right.
Oh, wait, let me see the Spider-Man picture. I want to see if I actually look like the Spider-Man character. Okay, is this a fool? You're fooling on me. I'm gonna
Can
send
you
this.
send this to the hang zone?
I'll send this in the hang zone, but I want to know. I think this is somebody who's. I'll put in the election propaganda, but I think it's somebody who's fooling on me. That doesn't look like me.
Whoa.
That's not
no.
me. What the F?
No, I mean,
That's not
Cass, can we
me.
get a fact check
Oh
on that,
my.
please?
Fact check if that's me or not. I don't think that's me.
I don't know. No, I mean, it looks like you.
I mean, is it a deep
Where,
fake?
where is the picture?
In the
where's the
in the
election
election
propaganda?
propaganda.
Let me pull it up.
I can probably, at least I can probably get the photo up for the YouTube audience. One sec.
I'm getting it to my Photoshop expert right now.
What are they?
Give me
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, let me make it so the
He said
YouTube
that
audience can see it.
Norm, here's the issue I have.
Tommy, we're not talking about you right now. Can you shut up?
No, I have an issue with this picture. How do you not remember if it's you or not? You see, this is why I think you have dementia. You can't even remember if you were there.
This
You don't
might
even
be
remember
me.
if you were in that picture. Norm, I feel like you would remember if you were shooting a Spider-Man.
I don't
but you
remember. I don't think this is me in the
You
picture.
have dementia.
I don't think
you
this is-
have dementia.
Well,
I'm
what's
sorry.
the fact check
You
here,
have
Cass? Is it me in the
I've-
picture?
Question for Norm here now.
Sure.
So, Norm, there's been very big, legitimate concerns that the FPB is planning to rig the
The
election.
who?
What will you do?
Wait, what was the
before
acronym you
elections-
used? PB&J?
I don't, something like that. I don't even remember, to be quite honest.
So
But,
I want to talk about this. So they first called themselves the FCP because they wanted to steal our name, CCP, and now they're changing it to something different.
Yeah, I mean, it's FPB.
Kinda
I think
lame.
It's the freaking boring party.
Yeah, freaking boring party sounds like it. Now,
We have
ask
a
your question.
legitimate Badlands party, and 8928 is our chairperson.
Well,
They are
you've not even
fantastic.
registered the
I
party,
have
Tommy.
full confidence in them.
The only
They
registered
are
party is the
amazing.
CCP.
No,
It doesn't
we are
matter now.
registered.
What's the question you had for me?
We're registered.
So, there's been very legitimate concerns that the freaking boring party
Yeah.
is planning to rig the election. What will you do to ensure election security?
Well, we're just going to be counting each vote one by one, by hand, the hard way, and it's going to take a little
Wow.
longer. It's going to be a little more powerful, but we're just going to have to make sure there's no election meddling because we already have the votes, at Norm HQ, but we
Wow.
still want to see the turnout. So I want to
as
remind
someone
everybody
who
to vote.
wants
Thanks.
to, as someone who's going to vote by mail-in ballot, will my vote definitely be counted?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Tommy, do you want to address these allegations?
Yeah, I'd love to. We have no plans to do that. We're preparing to vote fairly and freely. We're preparing our mail-in ballots because there's going to be a lot of those. We all just want to vote by mail. We don't want to expose ourselves to any
Chels.
unnecessary germs.
Chels
So
has a good question
really,
in the chat
we're
room.
big supporters.
Okay, let
of
me have a
vote
look.
by
Let me get on.
mail, and we are just going to win this election bigly.
Okay, question by Vice President Chelsea. Question for Tommy. What's wrong with a president with dementia? You're saying like Trump supporters when they attacked President Biden.
Mm-hmm. Biden is
Interesting.
respected for his
So,
special memory.
There's definitely a very, very big gap between President Biden and Norm. Norm is clearly suffering from dementia, and frankly, Norm, I think your state of mind is just failing. And Joe Biden, he's brighter than ever.
I think you're
So
projecting.
I really think there's no. I don't think I am. You're the one who forgot if he was Spider-Man or not. That's a big issue. Norm, were you Spider-Man?
I'll be honest with you. I made those comments in jest. I knew I wasn't Spider-Man. I knew that this was a
You're wrong.
photoshopped image, and I was
trying to cover it up
simply
now.
I was hamming it up for the stage. That's what I was doing, Tommy.
No, you're clearly just covering up because we know
No,
you have dementia.
I'm not, Tommy. I'm
Reporters
telling
know
the
you
truth,
have
Tommy.
dementia.
I'm
You
telling the
cannot
truth,
vote.
which is
Michael
something you
Caine
cannot
with
do,
dementia.
Tommy.
I have a quick correction to make. That photo was in fact real. It was just done on Halloween of 2019.
That was 2019?
You see,
Fuck.
Norm can't even remember this. This is the issue. Norm.
Well, I
you're
think
gonna
you're being
be
ableist here,
You're
Tommy.
gonna
Yeah,
be
Tommy.
president.
Wait, answer Chelsea's question. What's wrong with Joe Biden? What do you have
Nothing.
against Joe?
Brighter than ever. That man is brighter than ever. Norm, you are not. I'm sorry. Your state of mind is failing.
Yeah, you are sounding like a real Trump supporter right now, and everybody can hear it, Tommy.
No, if I was that, I would not be saying all these very nice things about President Biden, the smartest president ever.
That's why you're two-faced,
Okay.
Tommy. That's why you're two-faced. You're
Uh-uh.
saying one thing about one thing and one
I
thing
got
about
one
another.
face. I got one face, Norm.
No, you
One
don't.
Face.
Two faces.
One.
Quick fact check. Tommy did not play Two-Face in Batman.
That's not what I said, Kat.
That's it. Right there. I'm not a two-face. One
Well, we
face.
have a question from the audience. Amelia Croft asks, question for the candidate. Say something nice about each other.
Thank you. I'll go first with that. To pick something nice about Tommy, I have to believe that Tommy's going to be gracious in loss. I have to hope that Tommy will take the position as the Badlands bedtime manager, take the position of the Sleepy Tommy zone. Take Tommy's crib and not throw things around and not throw a tantrum, not become Tommy Tantrum. And that's what I want to say. I think Tommy's going to do a good job in losing.
That's not a very nice thing to say, but since being the better person here, I'll say something. Norm, I think you're very smart. I think you're a very bright individual. I think you have a lot to offer. I just don't think you're the right person for the job. I think you're very bright, but this
is why you're Tommy Two-Face. A minute ago you said I wasn't bright like Joe Biden. This is why you're Tommy fucking Two-Face.
Whoa. Norm, did you just say Joe Biden is not bright?
You said that. You said that,
Norm.
Tommy Two-Face.
Norm.
You said
Norm,
that, Tommy
wow.
Two-Face.
This is a serious accusation here, Norm.
You said it.
I-
Question for
I
Neville.
don't
Will
think-
you be resigning your role as Electro in Spider-Man No Way Home?
I have never seen that movie, so I have no idea. I don't ever remember acting in that either. So I'm going to Cass, can you get a fact check on that, please?
There was never that movie too.
Was
Oh.
Nev in the movie as well?
This might be one of my contractual blackouts.
I do have a question here as well from Cass. So, will either candidate offer a cabinet spot to the loser if they win?
I already have answered this question, Nev.
I would love
Well,
to
this goes
offer
more so for
Norm
Tommy, then.
the position of Badlands janitor. I think Norm would be a fantastic janitor in the Badlands. It's really really a fitting role for you, Norm.
You
I
know,
think you'd be great at it.
you may have chosen that as an insult, Tommy, but I'm not going to take it as that because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to clean up the Badlands,
No, it's not.
and
an
I'm here to
insult.
clean
I think
scum like you
I
out of the
think
Badlands
janitor,
once
you
I
know,
become president.
cleaning the toilets, cleaning the throw up off the floor. I think that's really the job for you. I think you will succeed. I think you'll do a better job.
I'm going to do a
than
great
anyone.
job of cleaning scum like you out of the place. That's a reality.
No,
yeah.
that's not what a Norm. That's not what a janitor does. Norm,
That's what
a
this
janitor-
sort of a janitor
no,
does.
No.
What
no,
are you
that's not what a
classist?
janitor
Yeah,
does.
I like that, Evan Williams. How classist?
The question from Cass as well regarding this. Norm, will you change the role of Badlands janitor to that of sanitation worker to remove the negative stigma of the label janitor?
Yeah, we will be doing that. We are going to be working to help reclaim janitor as a power term, but while there's still that stigma that I could clearly tell Tommy is working off of, we're going to be moving it into sanitation person.
This leads me
No,
on to
I think-
my next
Come
question.
on,
now,
man.
Mike.
I think janitor. That's a very empowering word. We need to start using that word more. Come on, man.
I'm going to move on to the next question now. So many Islamic persons in the Badlands feel concerned about the future. What can you do to ease their concerns?
I can see the future.
Wow. That answers everything. Good job, man.
Fact check false.
Fact check on that,
Cass, can we get a
Cass.
fact check on that, please?
The Badlands Mosque is inactive and running. We're gonna have
that was factored as
some
true.
very,
Norm actually
very
can see
powerful.
into the future.
Thank you.
Okay, Cass, I
Tom,
really got
Tony,
to question
on the
your
other hand, can only
legitimacy.
see into the past.
I don't think you're even. How did you become a fact checker? Cass? Norm can't see the future. I've got
Tommy,
like
I
30
can see the
fact checkers.
Norm
future. You're gonna
is
keep.
gonna win
You're
now,
gonna
though.
continue. I'm gonna win. You're gonna lose, and you're gonna keep on mumbling on about bullshit that no one cares about.
Whoa! You're saying people don't care about the state of the Badlands?
I'm saying people don't care.
You don't care about Badlanders?
People don't care about your perspective,
Norm,
Tommy. I do care about
do you care about
Badlanders,
the
Tommy,
Badlanders, Norm?
and that's why I want you to stop
Really, because
wasting their
earlier-
time.
You were comparing them to objects, frankly.
I was
They
not,
were
Tommy. You were the one who
commodities.
said you were the
You
one who
were.
said you wanted the Badlanders to be free. I think the Badlanders are worth far more than that. I value the Badlanders. To me, they're not free. To me, the Badlanders are valuable.
Yeah, you think they're
The Badlanders are not free. They're valued.
You would
Respect
you
that,
would put
Tommy.
a price on the Badlanders.
You're the
You would
one.
put value
You're the
on
one who
them.
said that they were
That's
free.
the
You're the
issue.
one who put a price on them.
Norm, are you going to sell the Badlanders into slavery? Yes or no?
No.
Because you're really talking about them as a commodity. You know, I think we really need to address this and dig a little deeper.
I want to
because
put
this is
this.
troubling.
I want to explain this again. Once again, Tommy's throwing back his own hang-ups on me. Tommy, you're the one who said they're free. All I'm doing is saying, if you're going to say they're free, I'm going to correct you and tell you they're worth far more than that because I love them, because I
Yeah,
respect
you would
them.
sell them. You would try to sell them. You view them as a commodity, Norm. That is not
You keep
okay.
projecting this fantasy onto me. Do you have ancestors who were slave owners, Tommy? Have you 24'd in me, 23'd in me.com?
I have, and I have no ancestors who did any of that. That's terrible. Frankly, I think you do, Norm.
I don't think you. No, I went on 24andme.com, which I had to use a
It's
special.
23andMe.
No, Tommy, I
23andMe.
use 24andMe.
No, Norm, trust me.
Stop being neurotypical.
Trust me, Norm.
Stop being neurotypical,
Trust me,
Tommy.
Norm.
Some of us have 24 chromosomes, Tommy. Respect that.
I
Respect
know-
that, Tommy.
I have 22. I have 22, but Norm, it's called 23andMe.
No, I use just.
Yes.
It's 24andMe, Tommy. Stop being ableist. Thank you. I
I'm
went
gonna
on
move
20.
on to
Thank you, Tom.
the next question now. The next question is about the economy. So as we all know, the Badlands economy is measured in GDH, gross domestic healing.
Yep.
What will both of you do to make sure that the GDH is strong and that the Badlands economy is running well?
I've said it before. I'm going to be introducing a radical transition program that will allow Badlanders to help transition themselves quicker, and this is going to increase the rate of healing by far. I'm also going to be deputizing select Badlanders, such as Alex, to be in the BIIAII to investigate the BIA to ensure they're running efficiently. I'm going to be introducing a number of policies which will require journalists to exist purely off original thoughts, and journalists who don't exist off original thoughts will be actively questioned by the Badlanders, and those Badlanders will not be reprimanded for their questioning. So stuff like that.
Okay,
All
that
right,
was
very good.
frankly that
Tommy.
was pretty boring. I've got something a lot better. So
Tommy, you've been
my
so
whole
rude during
campaign,
this debate.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, hey, I'm not the one interrupting. Okay, I'm not the one interrupting. I'll
Tommy,
just
can you
say
stop
that.
interrupting me, please?
Wow. Okay. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, we're really gonna open up the Badlands. We're gonna let these Badlanders roam free, and when you give the Badlanders the freedom to just exist, they heal. You know, they
Jeez.
do. They heal. You know, so when we do, and we're also gonna. I already talked about this. This is my
You're a-
first promise.
All right,
to my campaign.
laissez-faire asshole.
We
Why
are-
don't you actually get a
we're going-
policy?
Thank you, Norm. Thank you. We're gonna have the.
Why are you saying
Badlands
thank you?
peacekeeping
Because you
force.
agree with me? You should.
And- Norm, please. Come on, man.
I'm eating a brownie right now. That's how bored I am.
I could hear that. I hope it's gluten free. It's gluten free, right, Norm?
Vegan. I'm gluten free.
Okay, that's great. So the Badlands Peacekeeping Force, it's really all about healing. We're gonna make sure to keep the peace, allow the freedom, but also when you put these things together, you allow the Badlanders to heal. The Badlanders are not healing right now. Neville.
HRT
You
is
failed.
good for me.
The
HRT
Badland
is
healing
good for
rate
me.
is sky high
HRT
right
is
now.
good for me.
Neville,
We are
HRT is good for me.
Tommy.
HRT is good for me. HRT is good for
HRT
me.
is
for
good
me.
for
Wow,
me.
even Tommy steals my chance. He can't even come up with his own chance.
Bro, shut up, bro.
Laissez-faire
My
sounds like a racist libertarian. I agree with that.
Hey, how dare you interrupt Norm Badlander? Quiet.
Thank you.
I have I'm going to go on to the
No
next
need to be
question
so
now.
aggressive though, Caps. We gotta be
Tommy's kind of
we gotta be
free.
respectful of the Badlanders. They're still
Croft,
learning.
your hair looks terrible.
Wow.
Excuse me.
An ad hominem.
Okay, I'm going to move on now. So recently, because the Badlands have been doing so well, we're in our golden age.
Didn't ask,
There
don't
has
care.
been. Excuse me.
You showed up to the debate, buddy. You kind of implicitly asked, to be honest with you.
So, continuing on.
Sure.
So, there's been a recent rise in illegal immigration from the Goodlands to the Badlands. What will
Wait,
you do
hold
to
on. Question. How would that be illegal? Because you're going from a better place to a worse place. Like, wouldn't that be like a voluntary
Well,
choice?
the Badlands is in a golden age right now.
Yeah, what's wrong with the
People-
Badlands, buddy?
So,
Neville
no,
is
what
what's
will,
wrong with the Badlands. Neville, TCP's
excuse
gotta
me.
go.
I'm Supreme Leader for a reason. All right. What will both of you do to combat this illegal immigration from the Goodlands to the Badlands?
I will be making it easier for there to be legal immigration. I will be opening up the borders almost completely with very simple Badlands checks. If a person says, certain key phrases, we can. You got a problem, buddy? If a person says certain key phrases, we will get them into the Badlands. There will be new policies, more people, more Badlanders, more power. Thank you.
Is this where the vaccine passport you're introducing is going to come in?
Yes. The vaccinated Goodlanders will have a better job at getting in the Badlands. Thank you.
Wow. All right, Tommy Incel, you'll go.
Yeah, okay, I
Oh,
don't need to-
I would
don't
like
know
to.
if
I
need
would like to.
reinforce
I would
this.
like to
I'm
make
not
an apology
incel,
to
okay?
Chelsea.
Not an
I did
incel.
not know that you had misophonia. I'll stop chewing in the microphone.
Okay, as I was saying, so one thing we can do to combat this illegal immigration to the Badlands from the Goodlands is we can have a better system in place. It's similar to what Norm said, but frankly, I think Norm really didn't do a good job of explaining it, as usual. We're gonna make sure that these Goodlanders can get to the Badlands, and I think this passport thing is a great idea, Norm. But I think we should expand upon it. We can have.
Give me
we
an
can have
original
checks.
idea, Tommy.
Hey! I'm getting to it. So
Get
we
to
can
it
have these
right
checks,
now.
And my plan with this peacekeeping force is we can really have. the
Tommy Time
peacekeeping
Waster.
force-
That's the next thing you gotta. That's the next thing you gotta make, Mary. Tommy Time Waster.
Okay, nursing home Norm. Okay.
Nursing
as
home
I was
Norm is the
saying-
only good one you've ever come up with. I'll respect
I
nursing
know,
home
it's
Norm.
really good. I gotta reuse it. 'cause
You
it's
had
just that
you
good.
had one. You had one, Tommy.
It's really good too. It's better than all yours. It's better than all yours.
I
Well,
wouldn't
we've
go
had
that far.
Sleepy Tommy, Tired Tommy.
Those just
Two-Face
aren't as
Tommy.
good. Nursing home Norm fits because Norm does have dementia, so it really fits.
Well, Norm's not the one forgetting questions.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone
Norm's
So
Norm's the one who forgot if it was Spider-Man or not. So
it
I don't know
turns
what to tell you
out
there.
I'm sorry. I had contractually obligated NDAs, non-remembrance agreements.
Non-remember. Okay. I
I'd like
got
to
it.
fact check. Norm is not diagnosed with dementia.
Thank you.
I'd like to fact check that you're not a medical professional, so you can't fact check that.
I would like to fact check that I may or may not be a medical professional, but it is also none of your business.
Being a vet is different than being a medical professional. You can give
Dogs are
horses
people
ketamine,
too.
but
Dogs
you
are people
cannot.
too. Dogs are people too.
You may be able to give horses ketamine legally, but that
Question
does
for
not
Tommy.
mean you can
Are you
diagnose
secretly
Norm
Jack
with
the Ripper?
dementia.
Question for Tommy. Are you secretly Jack the Ripper? Yes or no?
No, actually, that's not true. Are you Ted Bundy?
False.
No.
Pants on fire.
That's
I'm not
a
Jack
really
the Ripper.
aggressive question, Tommy. Like, did you think that's appropriate to ask if Norm is Ted Bundy?
Yes, I do. I think the world needs to know. They've never been seen together, so we don't know if it's real.
Tommy,
or not.
I mean, come on. I mean, you're here right now, and you just denied the cryptid crisis last debate.
Cryptid
I'd
crisis
like
is
to
not
fact
real.
check- While Norm is not confirmed as Ted Bundy, he is just as attractive.
Thank you. I would like to say I have 0 woman-based lampshades. All of my lampshades are made out of vegan materials.
I don't have lampshades.
Thank you. Question for the candidates. Why am I crying? Chelsea, you're crying because you've been disappointed by people like Tommy, who all they want to do is just waste your time. They don't value your time as a Badlander. They don't value you as a Badlander. They don't value they don't value your healing. They don't care about your personal transition. And if you spend a moment where you just tell them your deepest story, they'll forget it a second later and ask you, hey, what'd you say? Oh, sorry, I was sleeping, didn't hear that. Is that who you want? Do you want somebody like that, or do you want a good listener, Chelsea? Who are you going to vote for? Thank you.
You're crying because you've had to listen to them speak. That's why I'm in tears too, and why I'm still asleep.
Question for both candidates. Mealycroft asks, why do I drift off when Tommy speaks?
Probably because I have a very, very nice way of speaking. It's very relaxing. People love to hear me. That's so rude. People love to hear me speak. So I can understand if you're drifting off. I have a very nice voice.
All right, Tommy. Okay.
I've been told to have the voice of an angel.
Yikes.
Norm, you can't say that about yourself.
That must be a very ugly angel.
You know, Tommy, I think you really have the face for radio and a voice for silent movies. I would like to say we are going to have to finish this debate, but we do have one last question for me, and then somebody come up with one last question for Tommy. So the last question for me is from Dancing Pumpkin Man. They ask, why haven't you made an apology video for Bigfoot yet? Because Bigfoot needs to apologize to
real.
me. Thank you.
No, Bigfoot
does somebody
is
have a
not
question
real,
for Tommy, or does no one care about Tommy enough to come up with a question?
I don't think anyone really cares enough to ask Tommy a question,
That's
to be
all right.
quite honest. Oh, no,
That's-
somebody does have a question.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Caps ask, Tommy, can you count from 1 to 10 without messing up?
I'd like to yield my time.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks,
we have one
everybody.
last question. One last question from
Okay.
Chelsea. Tommy, are you really an incel? Supply proof that you aren't.
No, I am not an incel, okay?
Is it
Okay,
true
I'm
you have
not.
erectile dysfunction, yes or no?
No, it's not true, okay?
Okay.
I made that campaign.
No need to get
poster
so
and there's a
defensive.
disclaimer that says I do not, okay? I do not have erectile dysfunction.
No need to get
It's
so
fully functional.
defensive.
My erectile is functional.
Okay, buddy. Oversharing right now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has
I
been...
want to fact check that as true. He does not have a reptile, and it is not dysfunctional.
Thank you, Cass.
Thank you,
This
Cass.
has been the second presidential debate. You have been black, and I'm going to remind you to stay it. So we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Stay black.
Thank you for
All right. I didn't end the debate.